Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Disney Infinity. But before we get on with the new Lone Ranger playset, we're actually doing a brand spanking new giveaway for the Wii U and PS3 starter packs. Now, in order to enter the new contest, all you need to do is click the like button and leave a comment. That's it. And you'll be automatically entered into our Disney Infinity contest, where we will pick a winner by random in 2 weeks, so September 23rd. Thank you so much for your time and supporting this channel. We hope you all love the first episode of The Lone Ranger. They're little pop guns.
Wow, I didn't know they had pop guns back then.
Dynamite! And in walks a stranger. But that's not the Lone Ranger. There's the Lone Ranger. Glare.
Yes, who needs guns? You can just stare them down. Cool. It's an old West town.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm liking this.
But not Old West music, though.
Well, it might get kind of boring with Old West music.
Not if it's a Clint Eastwood stuff.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. They actually had pretty cool music in the movie.
Yeah, that movie's music isn't in this. This is all like rock country music.
It's alright.
They had the Lone Ranger little theme right there.
The saloon's on fire. Somebody get some water before the whole
The
town
building's
burns
on
down.
fire. Don't you know the building's on fire?
I have a solution. It's called My Little Pop Gun.
My little pop gun. Yay, that was amazing.
Now, the one thing I don't like about Disney Infinity, though, and all the other ones, is you can't, unless it's a toy box, you can't go inside stuff. You can only, it's like Arkham City, where only parts of the game they let you go in.
Everything is a prop.
Well, you sure happened by at the right time, didn't you? I tell you, that gang's nothing but trouble.
Well, I'm not surprised. This isn't the first time we've crossed paths with Butch Cavendish. What's he up to now?
Trying to take over the whole frontier, as far as I can tell. One town at a time.
Why would he care about Colby? Colby's small. Colby insignificant.
He didn't start with Colby, you see.
He knows sound like Indian.
Yep, that Butch Cavendish and his no-good gang robbed every train that came this way, till they just stopped coming. We can't survive out here without those supplies. Cavendish controls more and more of the rail lines each day.
He who controls the rail lines controls the West.
Exactly.
He must be stopped.
How can we help, Sheriff?
Well, first we gotta hunt down those outlaws.
Now I can see
and take
why
back
Native
the
Americans are
supplies this way.
upset.
And get the trains moving again.
But that's
We
not
can
Johnny
deliver
Depp, though, in this
supplies to
game,
the
is
folks
it?
who need it.
No,
Cavendish is gonna regret ever riding into
it's not even an impersonator, but they could have gotten an actual Native American to voice him.
Yeah, totally.
It's like getting a white guy to play a Chinese dude. It just doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it is. It is. This is true. And they used to actually do that back in the day.
There was no. They should have gotten. There are great Native American actors that they could have gotten to.
Exactly.
They didn't need Johnny Depp. They were just trying to fill movie seats.
I think Johnny Depp really wanted to do it. I heard that he really wanted to do the part, so they were like, okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought
you
he
don't-
was
You don't
pretty-
say. You don't say no to Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good in it. I guess if I was a Native American, I might be kind of like, eh.
It's Johnny Depp in face makeup, pretending to be Native American.
Since I don't know that much about Native American culture, because I'm,
You're a whitey.
yes, I'm ill-informed. Yeah, doesn't bother me that much, but I'm sure it would.
So this is the town. This is a open world western place. You start in this village here. You can go over to the mining area. You can see the prairie and ride on horseback and all that fun stuff.
Yep.
I'm mostly going to be playing as the Lone Ranger because
It doesn't.
I don't know.
It doesn't sound like the guy's voice. Army Hammer's voice doesn't sound like him
Yeah, like they're going to get Army
at
Hammer
all.
to do.
Well, it doesn't sound like anything close to him.
They only got the only voice actors that they got other than
Were the Incredibles?
yeah, Tom Hanks' brother is the voice of Woody.
Oh, okay.
And I believe Patrick Warburton is reprising his role as Buzz Lightyear from the cartoon.
Yeah,
But
well,
because they couldn't get Tim Allen.
I mean, all I have to say about the, you know, I mean, I know some Native Americans were upset about the, you know, Johnny Depp playing him, stuff like that, but actually, I did watch the making of this movie, and they were invited by different Native American tribes, you know, to go on their land and film, and they seem to have a pretty good relationship with them from what I saw, but of course everyone smiles for the cameras, so, you know.
No, it's good publicity for them to
Yeah, exactly.
come by.
But I did see a really interesting making of the movie, and they had to go to a lot of very obscure locations that they had to actually get permission from Native American tribes to film on their land.
They sure made a mess of Colby, didn't they? We're gonna need to rebuild. Get this place fixed up again.
Alright, so basically what we need to do right now
You
is
can
rebuild
have
the
more
town.
than one mission open at a time. The mission log will help you keep track of them. From here, you can get to both the mission log and the toy store. Open the mission log. This shows all the missions you've accepted and lets you activate a particular mission.
Really?
Activate.
I
Once
didn't
you've
know
activated
this.
it- Great.
I did something good. Yay me.
Hey. Hey, you. Well, we'll just assume some people haven't seen any of the other
Well, this is
playthrough.
this is the first
episode 1
so
of this playset.
yes,
So
this playset. And like I said, this playset is much shorter than The Incredibles or the Pirate World. It's probably about the same length as the Monster one, which we haven't filmed yet. But
I think it looks really cool. I was kind of impressed when I first saw the visuals.
well, the
I
big
mean,
thing I like about this level, you notice the NPCs are actually
yeah, they're
people.
actually people.
Do some target practice.
Yeehaw.
Yep. That's how I roll.
I like how when they made the Infinity, when they have it start on the starting screen, it's like a silver little star.
Well, the
cool.
Incredibles one was the
Yeah,
Incredibles stuff.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, because each world is their thing. I just hope with that new movie coming out, with those characters, those Frost characters, whatever, they're gonna have another playset because Cars and Lone Ranger and the 3 other that come with the game isn't really enough to explore all these Disney characters. They need to have more playsets. They really do. Because the toy box is very interesting. We really haven't gotten to do much with that because I'm kind of creatively challenged. So
I'll have to try some of it because I do like designing things.
take that, barrel.
But yeah, it's kind of like each playset is almost like a game in itself, a little bit, depending
Yeah.
on how big. So it's
It all
you know,
plays to the character's strength. Since he's a
Exactly.
cowboy, he can shoot and do all the stuff cowboy does. And
Yeah.
they also have some things where you can change characters.
Which I mean, I really like Skylanders, but unlike Skylanders, it kind of gives you a whole, well,
This is very different
well,
than Skylanders.
Yeah, it's very different. But it has a whole unique game that's totally different for each playset.
Can change how people look.
Fancy dress. We've got her dressed up all fancy like.
Fancy for the 1800s, yo.
Yeah. I want to see the Lone Ranger's love interest. It was kind of a love interest, but
Say, friend, looks like some mules broke out of the corral in the chaos.
We gotta corral us some mules. But actually, we're not gonna do what we're told with the mules because it's a little while before you get your horse. So let's go exploring. Just
Cool.
show some of the. We're going to the. Technically, this is like the mining area.
I hope I get to hear the music a little. That would be nice. Dun, 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 dun.
Stay put, mule.
Hi-yo, Mule Silver.
No, it's just a mule.
Hi-yo, Mule.
Just a dirty old mule.
Oh, it's a special
It's gonna
mule.
kick you in the face. Won't make you feel all nice and tender like.
I'm
Mule hoof to the face.
kind of wondering after watching the movie of the Lone Ranger, like
I bet the.
what the original backstory of the Lone Ranger was. Like, do you ever get to Did anyone ever do a movie before this on what the backstory of
I thought Lone Ranger was a TV show.
It was.
A long-lasting
Oh
TV
yeah,
show.
it was. But I'm saying the movie was kind of like a backstory for the Lone Ranger, like how the Lone Ranger got started.
Well, we're not going to know about any other stuff with the Lone Ranger, unfortunately, because the movie did not do well with the critics for a sequel.
No.
So the Lone Ranger has
It
been
was
put out to
totally-
pasture before his time.
He just started though.
Well,
He just-
technically, he just ended because he didn't.
No. Don't. I love the movie. They should just make the movie just for me to watch.
Why am I not the bit surprised?
I enjoyed it.
Extreme backflip action.
Well, I'm glad that at least he got to be in the Disney Infinity.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I mean, I guess they assumed that it was going to be a monster hit, so they included it in the game.
Yep.
That's why I'm saying I hope there's more Disney worlds, because this is a fun world. I like it. The only problem for me, I was playing it at like 2 a.m., so I did fall asleep. I fell asleep riding a mule, and stuff.
Kind of like how I fell asleep playing that one Spider-Man
Oh, yeah,
game.
this game, it's very relaxing. Tink was here with me last night after we beat the Incredibles and the pirate playset or whatever.
I like the environment. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of little details in it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Right now, all we're doing is collecting these little tops here.
Well, is riding your mule through all of this, is that kind of like playing one of those Zelda games with your horse? Is it the same feel or no?
Yeah, I do fall asleep on horseback in Zelda
Yeah.
games too. All depends on the time,
Aha.
though.
Aha.
All depends on the time. The time I'm playing it. It's probably because I'm getting older. Because when I was, I used to be able to do even how boring it was, like being on the boat in Wind Waker. I was able to stay up really late and play through Wind Waker without falling asleep. Now, if I attempt it
Yeah.
and I'm on the boat for more than like 15 minutes, I'm a goner.
Yeah.
I just conk out. It's so boring.
Yeah, yes, I've heard you before tell about how much you dislike
Well, I'll
the
tell you
long
this.
boat
I'll tell you
rides
this.
in Wind Waker.
If we do the Wind Waker HD in September on the Let's Play channel, I'm going to be skipping a lot of the boat sequences
Yeah, just cut it out.
and just cut it out because yeah.
Well, I've heard that you're supposed to be able to get to your destination faster in the new one.
Well, yeah, I mean, a little bit faster, but it's still going to take you like 15 minutes or whatever, as opposed to
What?
20 or 30.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
long time.
All right, mule, get along, mule.
Oh, you missed that thing.
No, that's just a little circle.
Oh.
It's nothing of significance.
I think the environment looks really cool.
Yeah, I like the environment. I really like that there's also a day to night feature in this game. So
Oh,
in their
cool.
world, it will go from it'll change the time of day, which is pretty cool. Don't mind me, I'm just
Oh, yeah.
moseying around the levels, collecting.
So can you buy Butch Cavendish or the bad guy for this?
I think there are gonna be more Lone Ranger characters later.
Okay.
That you'll like the villains and stuff. All the Series 1 figures we have, and the only Lone Ranger characters are Lone Ranger and Tonto. But there's going to be additional Cars characters, and it looks like there's going to be more Lone Ranger characters. But they're bad guys. At least that's from the pictures I saw. I don't know if it's true. And just like I'm kind of bummed that the only character in the Jack Skeleton thing is Jack Skeleton. But hopefully he
Yeah.
has a world, because there's not enough worlds in this. There needs to be more. Because some people don't want to play the toy box, because the toy box is, work.
It's like a job. You have to work at it for hours
Yeah.
on end before anything is created.
Yep,
It's
yep.
It's like being a game developer, except for
I don't want to be a game developer. I want to be a...
yeah.
No,
But
thank you.
I don't know why I had this random thought, but when I was watching The Lone Ranger, there was so much kind of like fighting and slapstick comedy, but also fighting in it that I just
They had slapstick?
kind of, yeah.
Ooh.
But well, I don't know what slapstick really means.
Slapstick is like the Three Stooges.
No, it's modern. Just listen to me.
Just listen to you?
Jackie Chan type fighting, okay?
I love Jackie Chan type
He
fighting.
does slapstick.
Yeah.
All right, well then it's Jackie Chan type stuff. But anyway, I
Yeah.
was thinking, whatever he does, that's what it. But I was just thinking, you know, what could have really been awesome if. I know it's impossible, but if Jackie Chan was in the movie.
Well, Jackie Chan's going to be in The Incredibles.
It would have been
or
awesome.
not The Incredibles. Jackie Chan in
Yes!
The Incredibles. No, he's going to be in Expendables 3,
Oh, okay.
which I hope he doesn't play a bad guy, because I like
Well,
Jackie as a
I
hero.
haven't watched any of those. They're not really kids' movies, but
No.
yeah. And I'm a kid, so I like kids' movies.
This is Tonto in action, because this is the most you're going to see of him in this playthrough.
Woo!
'Cause
I like how at the end of the movie, you know,
no
like,
spoilers! No
he's
spoilers!
he's talking to him about, you know, something, you know, making fun of the Lone Ranger, and then he says, "Well, do you know what Tonto really means?" And it's towards the end of the movie. It's not a spoiler. I think Tonto means stupid or something in Spanish. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
It's like foolish or stupid.
Foolish!
Yeah, so, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And if anyone knows what Tonto means, leave it in the comments. I think it's like something like that. It's not very good, whatever it is.
But you can see this area is massive. You can ride on a mule or later on Silver and, you know, just explore pretty much. Except for there,
No!
they didn't actually animate the water here,
It's
which is
death.
upsetting.
That's supposed to
There's-
be water? Oh.
It's supposed to be something.
You just fall in a cloud of like black
Cloud of
mist
black.
that kills you.
Ugh. Uh-oh.
It's kind of like it's a cloud of that evil mist that comes in at the end of that
Green Lantern
Green
movie?
Lantern movie.
Ooh, burn.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
feel like in that Green Lantern movie, they too had lazy writing or something. Just like, oh yeah, let's just have a cloud come in. It's like, okay.
Well, with the Lone Ranger, weren't they going for kind of like a modern Western thing and not like a steampunk type movie that Will Smith was in his futuristic cowboy movie or whatever?
It was like a Western. It was like a real Western. There was
yeah,
no...
those don't really do well anymore.
I love Westerns. It was great. It was
No,
a good...
I know, but
Oh
I'm just
yeah,
saying
you know, I love it, yeah.
the
But
demographic
they
for
don't...
that. I don't
It
even
was a
find-
very, like, you know, right versus wrong, good versus evil, you know.
The only Western I ever got into was a modern Western called Cowboy Bebop, which was an amazing Japanese
Well,
anime.
Westerns are one of the few, kind of genres of movies that are only here in America, you know. They don't have Westerns anywhere else. It's what makes us American in some ways, so it's like, yay.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Pride for Westerns. Alright, so we're gonna corral these mules now. There's about like 3 or 4 of them.
In fact, like, I think our first American composer, Aaron Copland, he made a lot of very Western-type music. That sounded very similar to Western, like... I don't know if he did compose some of the music for the Westerns, but... He's seen as America's first, like, real composer. Because before then, all the big composers were from Italy and, like, Russia and stuff like that. Just my music school talk in there.
Music school talk, yeah. Oh, wait, nope, I don't want to take the mule. The mule has to stay. I have to get another mule.
Yeah, he made a sound that was completely American, which is the kind of sounds you hear in...
He made a mule sound?
No. Style of music. That is supposed to symbolize, like, the American West.
Yeah, this takes place in Texas, so I'm a Texas Ranger.
Cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep. He was a Texas Ranger in the movie. That makes sense. Just like Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, Texas Ranger, yes. Where's the Chuck Norris character? Well, he
Exactly.
would make the universe explode if Chuck Norris was in this game.
Let's see. I think Jackie Chan was in a Western type thing. I forgot what it was called. With Owen Wilson. I forgot what...
Shanghai?
Yeah, Shanghai Nights. That was kind of
Shanghai
fun.
Noon, Shanghai Nights.
Yeah.
They were supposed to do another Shanghai movie, but Owen Wilson hurt himself, and Jackie Chan didn't want to work with him anymore because Jackie Chan values the life.
Oh, okay.
And Owen Wilson tried to hurt his life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh, there's the other mule. Let's ride, mule. Get along, little muley. It doesn't. I can actually make him run a little. No, I can't.
Aw, he's being so stubborn.
Well, mules
Stubborn
are
as a mule.
mules are pretty stubborn. Notice how it's getting a little bit darker now. See the sky and stuff.
No, I don't know. I do.
How can you not tell?
It is. It is getting dark. It's cool. The sky looks all kind of pink and misty. It's nice.
Well, this is what it would look like in the west, like when the sun was setting and stuff like that. 'Cause
Sitting.
you're right in the middle of the prairie. To get the whole
the sun is setting,
prairie
y'all.
action going.
Yes.
Get along, little muley. Let's ride. Excuse me, Barrel. Excuse me, dude.
I'm so polite as
Ah.
you're smashing into things.
Yeehaw!
There's not as many things to shoot here with missiles as there was in the Incredible set.
Yeah, there's no helicopter in this,
sad.
as far as I know.
Go it alone.
It's
Get
silver.
yourself a loyal horse. So mosey on over to the toy store and saddle up.
Woohoo!
Gonna mosey on over to the toy store. And by the toy store, I mean our select menu, and just get our horse.
Awesome. He's robbing a bank.
He's horsing around.
Got
Oh!
something else you could help me with, if you
'Kay.
don't mind. The Cavendish gang built blockades on the tracks to keep
Oh,
the
no.
trains from coming through. Would you help me get rid of them?
I suppose. Yeah, I could do that.
Everyone's being so much nicer to the Lone Ranger than they were in the movie. He was kind of alone in the movie.
Well,
Everyone's
that's
being
the
nice.
lone, you know.
Yeah, I mean, misunderstood, you know, hero from afar kind of thing.
When in doubt, Falcon Punch.
Not the hero that they need, but the one they deserve, or something like that.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
can never get that
The
line-
Lone Ranger
lane
is
right.
not as cool as Batman.
Oh my gosh, he's cooler. You
No.
obviously have never watched the show.
I have watched the show.
Oh my gosh, the Lone Ranger is awesome.
It wasn't my thing.
Wow. Wow.
Where's my horse?
You just made everyone in the world so mad at you.
Most people don't
Okay.
even remember
Come
the Lone
on.
Ranger. It was a show from the 50s.
It was great. Hey, without that show, you wouldn't have the new modern heroes.
Yes, I would.
No, because the bad guys would have taken over, and there would have been no one left. They
That's
would
just
have decimated
weird.
all the towns.
No.
You wouldn't even be here. Okay, wait. No, the Lone Ranger was
No,
a fictional character.
Batman and all that other stuff would have happened anyway because Zorro was out first. And Zorro inspired Batman.
I still love the Lone Ranger. He's awesome.
I don't hate him.
And I love the
just-
way they portrayed him in the movie. It was totally, like, very, like...
Ouch!
he's very standing up for what the right thing is to do, not what the
I didn't appreciate that.
popular thing is. So I
So
like
you can actually have a button to make your horse do the famous Lone Ranger thing.
Awesome.
Boom, baby. Okay, horsey. We got one more place to go.
Yeah, I could have used some more Western music now that I think about it.
Yeah, the music doesn't really do this part of the game justice. Unfortunately, this is the music for when there's action.
And there needs to be a train driving around here.
Oh, I can get the train in a minute. Well, I mean, in a little bit I can get the train.
Are you just doing that for fun, where you just ride up on your horse there?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
lots of fun stuff.
back. I'm ready for anything.
He's ready for anything.
Great.
All right, you ready for this
Here
challenge?
we go.
It's just a race.
You'll have to pass through all the checkpoints in order.
I can do that. Come on, checkpoints. I'm gonna race through you.
Watch out, checkpoints, here it
Looking
comes.
great.
I can shoot all the way, too. Although I'm not
Awesome.
hitting anything. But I like being able to shoot on horseback.
So they kept in missiles in the, in the Incredibles, but apparently it was too violent to have guns in this.
Great.
So they gave them pop guns.
Yeah.
Cap guns is what they are with like little pops on them. Because they look like cap guns.
Yeah.
Almost done.
And no, I didn't say Capcom. I said cap guns. which were
Well, hey, kids,
they used to be toys
kids
when I
used
was
to
little.
play with cap guns.
My generation got to play with cap guns.
I had one.
Yeah.
It's like you put that little strip of something in it, and then you pull the trigger, and it pops it.
Makes a spark.
Yeah.
Let's do another race because I feel like it.
Challenge initiated.
Challenge initiated. That
You'll
means
have to
I've been
pass through
initiated.
all the checkpoints in order.
You know what I
Yeehaw.
also... Yeah, did you ever have a rubber band gun? You
No,
remember?
I wasn't allowed
There's
to.
like one that, like, you'd have that little clothespin attached to the rubber band, and then when you pull the trigger, it looked like a gun, but it was wooden. Pull the trigger, it would shoot the rubber band, like, totally really far.
Totally.
But yeah, I mean, rubber band guns could actually hurt people, whereas cap guns really couldn't.
I don't even think they really sell those. Like Nerf guns really started to come
Oh
out
yeah,
in the
Nerf.
80s and things like that. So it replaced a lot of stuff like cap guns and
Yeah.
you know,
That's what I'm talking about.
and guns became like look more colorful and things like that too, so that
Yeah.
you couldn't mistake that it was a toy.
Well, I mean, like, kids' guns a while ago, too, they didn't exactly look like real guns, they looked like Old West guns. Because a lot of kids wanted to look like cowboys. So they had, like, you know, the star on them and, like, the cool holster and stuff like that.
I know, but if you were in the dark and you were
Yeah,
out
that's
playing and a
true.
police officer came by,
Yeah.
you couldn't see the distinction. Now toys, ever since the 80s, toy guns are like colored. They look like squirt guns, kind of. Although there are still some manufacturers that make them look like real guns, which they shouldn't.
Oh, I like the Old West guns.
Alright, so this lady needs our help, so we're gonna pick her up, take her to the fashion boutique. Oh, wait.
Wow, it's so... Why doesn't she just ride on the back with you? You have to, like,
Wait, no, something's
hold her
wrong.
over your head.
Oh, I know what we need to do. I'm sorry. We have to go get her husband. Because he's being bad.
He is?
Yeah. He ran off without permission.
Oh, that is really
right before
bad.
supper time.
Wow, and he didn't even tell her he was going to be late? Whoa.
Yep, so now it's up to the Lone
He
Ranger
is-
to put this family back together.
He is in so much trouble. Wow, that was an amazing... Who could hold a person above their head and then jump onto a
only
horse?
the Lone Ranger can.
It's like, oh my gosh. I've never seen anyone do that. I'd like to. Don't try it though.
No, you can't see me right now. I'm holding up a man over my head with the strength of He-Man on a horse.
Yes, I want to see a He-Man
You
playset.
totally wish you could be me.
I wish I could see a He-Man playset with a Skeletor.
Here you are, ma'am. It's your no good husband. Her heart still looks like it's breaking, even though he's back. I guess their marriage is doomed.
No, her heart was like fluttering above.
No, they were broken hearts.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say. It takes us girls a longer time to get over things, okay? You just wouldn't understand.
No, I think the Lone Ranger was sweeping her off her feet. Literally, he just picked her
Well,
up.
of course, he's a hero.
Oh, I see.
It's kind
how
of
it
hard
is.
to resist. Come
Well,
on.
we're gonna give her goofy hair now.
She's trying to, she's trying to be good, but the Lone Ranger is just so,
You know what? You need to stop now.
heroic.
There we go.
She looks pretty.
I played fashionista.
Wow, you're an amazing stylist,
Get it?
too.
Damsel in this dress.
Yeah, damsel in distress.
Whoop. Looks like I'm gonna take care
no.
of some bank robbers real quick.
They're robbing the bank with
Ow.
pop guns.
That'll teach them. Gotta take care of the guy that's got the dynamite. There we go. Occasionally you'll have these guys just pop up and they'll attack the town. But I'd be keeping the peace. Anyway, gamers, that's going to conclude this here episode of The Lone Ranger. Don't forget to tickle that like button because it really does help us out a lot. Also, in the description is our playlist. And if you like that playlist, it really does help our Infinity series get seen. So make sure you do that if you really enjoy the series. We'll see you next time with another episode of The Lone Ranger and Tonto. And we'll see you then. Until then, God bless, happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you later, gamers. Bye.
See ya.